What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. Gonna talk about Kawhi Leonard, the Kawhi Leonard saga. You know, it seems like it's been going on a long time, but in actuality, it's been going on for 4 days. Free agency started Sunday, and here it is Thursday, and Kawhi Leonard hasn't made a decision on where he's gonna play. What I want to talk to you guys about is Kawhi Leonard going to the Lakers, and what kind of fit will that be for the Lakers? You know, I think it's something that people are not talking about, man. But Kawhi Leonard is a small forward. He's basically a small forward. You got Kyle Kuzma, who's a forward, and you got LeBron James, who's a forward. So you got three guys that basically play the same position. Both three guys are forwards. Now Anthony Davis can play as a power forward and probably can play a little bit of center. So he's okay. His position is not crowded, but you're gonna have a crowded field at that position, man. You got, like I said, you got LeBron, who's a forward. You know, I understand he can play power forward, but LeBron James prefers to play small forward. You got Kawhi Leonard, who's a small forward, and you got Kuzma, who's a small forward. Kuzma is big enough where he can play power forward too, but his position, natural position is small forward. So that's gonna be real interesting to see, and I think that's got to play into Kawhi Leonard's decision making. Do he want to go to a team that's already got guys that play the same position he plays? Now you could put Kawhi at the shooting guard position, and he could, he's a good enough defensive player and athletic enough to play that position, because you see on some matchups, he's guarding centers. When they played Golden State, they had him on Steph Curry in that series, so he can play the position. But we're talking about for a full season, not just when you're matching up with teams in the playoffs in a 7-game series. Can he play the 2 and guard the 1 during the regular season? For a lot of the regular season, can he do that? That's going to be a question that he needs to ask himself, and I think that might play a part that people not talking about. People thinking like, well, maybe he doesn't want to get involved in the drama that are the Los Angeles Lakers with the front office, Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, Linda Buss, Linda Rambis, Kurt Rambis. Magic, he had to leave that soap opera, because he wanted to be happy. So that front office is in flux, and it's a chaotic situation in the front office. At least from last season. We'll see if they get their act together coming into this season. But it's right now, they are an organization that has shown that they're chaotic. They're a chaotic organization right now. So we'll see how that plays out. But Kawhi Leonard's got a tough decision to make. Toronto's got a stable organization, stable front office. They won a championship. They got one of the best general managers in the NBA, and Sari Majari. I'm butchering his name, I know that, but the general manager from Toronto Raptors got a great owner, a great starting 5 coming back from next year. Great bench. I think it's the most stable situation in Toronto. As far as outside of that, you're gonna be playing in Canada. You got the whole country behind him. I know it's very cold. Gets very cold in Toronto. You're in Canada, so you got to have Canadian dollars. You can't use American dollars. So he's already done that. He's already made that adjustment as far as one season. But does he want to, sign a long-term contract? Maybe I don't think he will sign a long-term contract. I think if he do sign with Toronto, it'll probably be a 2-year contract with a player option after the first season. So we'll see what happens, man. But that's just something I thought of, man. If he goes to the Lakers, man, they've got a lot of people that play the same position that's already on the team, and LeBron James and Kyle Kuzma, and they're gonna have to put that roster together after they get those 4 guys. They don't have anybody on their roster, so they're gonna have to bring in a lot of veterans. They talking about bringing in Carmelo Anthony, who's another guy who's another forward. Now you're talking about bringing in J.R. Smith. He's more of a shooting guard. You're gonna have to get a point guard. Rajon Rondo could be the point. So they got to feel that the bench could be very, 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 very older bench, and very could be potentially one of the less productive benches in the NBA next season. Bringing in those guys, because I would assume Rondo will probably be starting. So you have Carmelo and J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver, who's not the greatest defensive player in the world. He's still one of the best 3-point shooters in the game, but he's not a great defender. So you have a Kyle Korver, Carmelo Anthony, J.R. Smith bench. So that make you one of the weaker benches in the West. So Kawhi Leonard's got to take all that into account, man. What's going on as far as organizational wise, the team roster, and the position he plays. Like I said, he's a forward. I know he can play the 2 guard. He can guard the point, but his position since he's been in the NBA has been small forward. So we'll see what happens, man. Because right now, like I said before, you got a bunch of forwards already on the team, and LeBron, Kyle Kuzma. Already right there. And those guys are not, guys that's going to be playing, 15, 20 minutes. Those guys are going to be playing 30 plus minutes a game, especially LeBron. So, that'll be up to Frank Vogel to work that out, work the rotation out if Kawhi goes there. In my opinion, I think Kawhi Leonard will stay in Toronto. Looking at the organization and looking at the roster, he'll sign a 2-year deal, 1 year. He'll have the player option after the first season. Because when you look at Toronto's roster, they have a lot of people coming up as free agents next season. Kyle Lowry, Marc Gasol, Van Fleet. I think Pascal Siakam will be a restricted free agent, so they're going to have hardly anybody on the contract next year. So I think the best bet for Kawhi, if he signs with Toronto, would be a 2-year deal with a player option after the first season. Just giving my 2 cents on it, man. I hope you guys enjoying your 4th of July. Just doing a quick video, giving you my opinion on what Kawhi might be thinking and what might be the holdup and what he might be contemplating as far as what his decision is. I think it's out of 2 teams, the Lakers and the Raptors. I don't think the Clippers are no longer in the mix. I think they're the 3rd team, and I think he'll probably make a decision somewhere 24 to 48 hours from today, to July the 4th. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Eat up on some barbecue. Enjoy my 4th of July. Hope you guys do the same. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Pop fireworks. Hopefully you'll be popping a lot of fireworks tonight and today. Have a good time eating on some barbecue. Maybe at the beach. Getting into the water, playing in the sand, looking at the honeys if you're guys, and looking at, if you're the guys. And hope you guys have a good 4th of July. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.